Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for the processional?
Well, good morning. Our distinguished provost, David Dowdy, is sick and regrettably unable to be with us. He sends his congratulations and best wishes to all of our honorees. I will now give the invocation that Dr. Dowdy had prepared for this morning. The call to love our neighbors as ourselves, to be radically generous with our gifts and abilities, has been echoed by sages, saints, and scholars through the ages. As we begin this morning, let us reflect on this call and be challenged by the words of the distinguished Oxford student and fellow and renowned theologian, John Wesley. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. May we all strive to fulfill that challenge to be good. Please be seated. Jay, you gonna put that thing down? Good. I suspect we need to stand, don't we? Let us stand for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Now be seated. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to this convocation for the conferring of honors and awards. I thank Dr. J. Paul, our senior member of our faculty, for leading the procession today, carrying the mace, and I thank Drs. Rachel Holland and John McGuire for enriching this special occasion with their marvelous voices. The honors convocation is second in importance only to commencement. It's a time when the university formally recognizes the truly outstanding achievements of our academic family. We publicly honor those graduating seniors who have performed at the very highest levels of excellence. It also an occasion for us to publicly congratulate those members of our faculty who are at important milestones in their careers. All that we do today is done in the spirit of celebration and gratitude. We celebrate the academic achievements of our students and faculty, and we're grateful to be blessed by their presence among us. As many of you know, the governing body of Christopher Newport University, the Board of Visitors, is appointed by the Governor of Virginia. These individuals serve without compensation, and they invest time and talent and treasure in charting our course and helping us realize our ambitious hopes and dreams. I'm pleased we're joined this morning by our Rector, Bobby Hatton, Secretary Terry McKnight, by Bill Ermatinger, Lindsay Carney-Smith, and Dr. Ella Ward. We are profoundly grateful for your leadership and your service to Christopher Newport. And I ask that you stand so we can all express our appreciation. We're also pleased and honored that many former rectors and members of our Board of Visitors are with us today. We formally and warmly welcome David Peoples, Alan Witt, Mike Martin, Scott Miller, Chip Trishman, Bill Heath, Gordon Gentry, Bill Downey, Bill Grace, Bruce Jennings, Ann Honeycutt, our former mayor, Joe Frank, and our cherished colleagues, Cindy Perry and Bill Brower. Thank you for being with us today. And a special warm welcome as well to our family and friends, those of you that have loved and supported and encouraged the success of these extraordinary young women and young men. I now ask our distinguished Vice Provost, Bob Colvin, who will stand in today for our absent colleague, Dave Dowdy, to come forward and introduce our speaker for this occasion.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome, everyone. What an exciting day. Each year at our Latin honors, we invite to speak the faculty member who the prior year was the recipient of the Alumni Society Award for Excellence in Teaching and Mentoring. And you're going to see why the person who's speaking today got the award for excellence in teaching. Dr. John Finn holds the PhD in geography from Arizona State University, and he's an associate professor of geography, and he chairs the Department of Sociology, Social Work, and Anthropology. His teaching portfolio includes courses covering human geography, urban geography, human-environment interaction, field research methods, and Latin American studies. His research brings together the literatures on racial capitalism, critical landscape studies, and environmental justice to better document and to theorize ongoing economic, environmental, and health impacts of persistent racial segregation in the United States, and to explore and to advocate for more racially and environmentally just futures. Dr. John Finn has published close to 40 articles, book chapters, reports, and op-eds, and he has attracted over $170,000 in research grant funding. He's given over 60 invited lectures across North America, Latin America, and Europe. In 2019, he became the editor-in-chief of the award-winning, peer-reviewed Journal of Latin American Geography. For the last 4 years, he has directed a very complex mixed methods project entitled Living Apart, Geography of Segregation in the 21st Century, which uses oral history interviews, experimental photographic methodologies, historical and archival research, and interactive mapping to trace the history of how overtly discriminatory federal housing policy created structures of racialized inequality in housing that continues to produce and perpetuate profoundly unequal urban and environmental outcomes. Let's give Dr. Johnny Finn a warm welcome.
Thank you, Vice Provost Colvin, for your very kind introduction. And thank you to Rector Hatton, President Tribble, Dr. Paul, Dr. Solomon, Rosemary Tribble, and members of the Board of Visitors for inviting me to join you on stage today. I'd like also to extend my thanks to my colleagues in the Department of Sociology, Social Work, and Anthropology, to Dean Quentin Kidd, to Chief of Staff Adelia Thompson, and thanks also to my family, my wife Jindra, who's here with us today, and our 3 boys, Henry, Ollie, and Max, who are appropriately in school. And thank you, Mr. Inzerillo, and the Alumni Society more broadly for this incredible honor. It's humbling and honestly right now, just a little bit frightening. Y'all, before I get to my prepared remarks though, can I just say, what a couple of years, but you made it. We all made it, so congratulations. Now, I actually had a really hard time writing this short address, and I promise it'll be short. First, because of the audience. This is the one event each year where we celebrate the outstanding achievements, not just of my faculty colleagues who are earning tenure or being promoted, but also of our students, all of you, who are graduating with top Latin honors. In other words, this is an amazing group of smart and dedicated students and professors. And second, because I don't think of myself as particularly inspiring or uplifting or having any of those other lofty qualities that speakers at these kinds of events tend to have. But here I am, and here you are. So I hope you'll forgive me for resorting to a common rhetorical crutch, the quotable quote. I'll offer just one from the 19th century German sociologist Karl Marx. I hope that it, and more broadly my remarks today, will challenge you to think big about what you can do as some of the brightest, hardest working, and highest achieving students graduating this weekend. In an 1844 letter, Marx wrote, quote, "We realize all the more clearly what we have to accomplish in the present, a ruthless criticism of everything existing." Let me repeat those last 6 words. A ruthless criticism of everything existing. I see this quote as a mission statement for education. It reminds me of the necessity of remaining skeptical about how the world seems simply to exist in one particular way or another. Our goal should be, it has to be, to demystify that which seems natural and to denaturalize that which seems to be just the way it is. We shouldn't aim just to see and observe the world, but to critically understand the social, cultural, economic, and political forces that bring it into being in one particular way rather than in infinite other possible ways. That is, our goal should be not just to understand how things are, but why they are the way they are, how they got to be that way, and if that's the way they should be. As an urban geographer, this is most obvious to me in the way that all kinds of social inequalities are made physical and material in the cities that we build for ourselves and that we inhabit. In my adopted home in sociology, this becomes clear in the ways that the institutions we build produce and reproduce systems of power, normalizing and naturalizing all kinds of inequalities, not least the racial and gender inequalities that surround us. And now, perhaps more than at any other time in living memory, we're seeing on the one hand the vital importance of understanding how central our past is to realizing social and racial justice in the present. And on the other hand, precisely because this understanding threatens to upend hegemonic social order, we are experiencing a backlash of moral panic, of book banning, of curricular interference, of snitch lines to report teachers, and of historical whitewashing. This is why a ruthless criticism is as important today as ever. In my own work, as was already alluded to, I try to understand the ways that overtly discriminatory housing policies in our past reverberate in the present through ongoing racial, economic, environmental, and health inequalities. For instance, and not to get too deep into it, the US government spent much of the 20th century engineering racial segregation. Black and brown neighborhoods were redlined during the New Deal. Post-World War II, public housing was segregated and constructed in redlined neighborhoods. Interstate highways plowed through minority neighborhoods, which have also often been targeted with forced displacement in the name of redevelopment. All the while, the suburbs were kept white through racially restrictive covenants and exclusionary zoning. And now, more than 50 years after the passage of the Fair Housing Act, Banks still discriminate against black and brown home buyers. Real estate agents still steer non-white clients into lower income and higher minority neighborhoods. Appraisers still assign higher home values to white properties, and single-family zoning still perpetuates lines of racial segregation. But when we walk out onto the street and have a look around, all this is gone, poof. And what we see seems to be just individual people making individual choices as they go along in their lives. It is only through unearthing and truly contending with our history that we can see the oftentimes invisible forces that maintain and perpetuate our unequal reality. The civil rights activist and writer James Baldwin once said that history is not the past, it is the present. We carry our history with us. We are our history. My research team's analyses have shown that neighborhoods that were redlined 80 years ago are today much more likely to be majority black, to have lower home values and significantly higher poverty rates, to be food deserts, to breathe lower quality air, to be overexposed to environmental toxins, to have limited access to parks and green spaces, and as a result, to be hotter, significantly hotter on summer afternoons. We can't escape our past. We can't pretend that it never happened. We are our history. And it is now upon these landscapes of inequality that we are collectively building our future. And as a society, we have choices to make about how we construct this future. That's where all y'all come in. As a teacher, some of my most rewarding moments have come precisely when students have mounted their own ruthless criticisms of the world that you inhabit. I'll highlight just two examples. Several years back, I was teaching a Maymester course on cultural geography and challenged my students to think of an everyday cultural landscape that has the effect of naturalizing some kind of social inequality. After some thought and in-class discussion, one student raised her hand and said, "You mean like all those statues around here?" I said, "Well, what about them?" To which she replied, "They're all men." She rattled off a list: the statue of Captain Chris, Leif Erikson at the entrance to the Mariners Park, the statue of Taming the Wild along the Nolan Trail, the statue of St. Francis of Assisi right out here on the Great Lawn. She named several more. This student and two of her colleagues set about finding every single piece of public art in the city that depicted a person or a group of people. They visited each one, made detailed observations, took photographs, and after 2 weeks of fieldwork came back with their results. Of the dozens of statues that they analyzed, only 6 represented women, and of those, only 2 showed women unattached from men. In addition, they found that while men were depicted as powerful leaders, as protectors of the land, women, where present at all, were portrayed either as mythical heroines, usually bare-breasted or with wings, or as fragile, passive subjects. Through their ruthless criticism of this almost unnoticed dimension of our cultural landscape, these students began to see the ways in which gender inequality is literally built into our physical world and how women are routinely erased from the physical places that we inhabit. The second example unfolded just this past semester. For the last 4 years, Bonner scholars Brandon Davis, sitting amongst you somewhere right now, and Michael Bush were continually unnerved by the 200-acre pile of coal that sits open just a couple of miles south of here. For them, this coal wasn't just something they noticed as they drove by on the way to the beach, something that they wondered about for a couple of seconds before moving with the flow of traffic into the tunnel. They asked themselves more probing questions. Why is this pile of coal, 1.7 million tons of it, located here, immediately adjacent to the poorest, highest proportion non-white community on the peninsula? And what are the impacts of it on the air people in this community breathe, on their lungs, on asthma rates, and on life expectancy? They interviewed community members, activists, researchers, and elected officials as they sought to understand, to denaturalize this pile of coal, and to grapple with what a more environmentally just future might look like. They turned their ruthless criticism into a truly outstanding documentary short that has already been viewed over 1,000 times, has garnered attention from local media and political leaders, and will likely be entered in the 2023 Richmond Environmental Film Festival. I began with a quote that one of the most urgent tasks in the present is a ruthless criticism of everything existing. But where does this criticism leave us? Where does it lead us? Criticism is a good horse to ride, but we have to ride it to someplace. What's the point of a ruthless criticism without subsequent action? We must ask ourselves how we can use our ruthless criticism of the realities of the old world in the construction of a new one. In this way, we can pry open new spaces of creativity, spaces to envision alternative futures, spaces not just for seeing the world the way it is, but for envisioning how it could be different. That, to me, has to be our goal. Our ruthless criticism has to be channeled to the creation of a more socially just future. And who better to do that? Who better to break down the old world and envision a new one than you? It's a tall order, but I think you're ready. Congratulations, everyone.
Call to action. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Johnny, for your inspirational remarks this morning. I'm pleased to bring greetings from the CNU's Board of Visitors. We applaud the hard work and achievement of the students and faculty who we honor today. And thank you, each of you, for your many contributions to the intellectual life and success of our university. Today, we recognize faculty members who are making an important transition in their professional lives. Faculty whom the Board of Visitors has promoted in academic rank. Faculty upon whom the board has conferred tenured appointments. And finally, those retiring faculty upon whom the board has confirmed emerita or emeritus status. All of these actions are the exclusive prerogative of the Board of Visitors, and I am pleased to represent the board in expressing our thanks and best wishes on this happy occasion. As Rector of the Board of Visitors, I'm pleased to recognize the promotion of 4 faculty members to the rank of senior lecturer, the promotion of 12 faculty members to the rank of associate professor, the awarding of tenure to 11 faculty members, the promotion of 3 faculty members to the rank of full professor, the awarding of distinguished professor to 1 faculty member, and 9 awards of emerita and emeritus status. My congratulations to each of you. I now ask Dr. Colvin to come forward to speak about the awarding of promotion and emerita and emeritus status before the names of the recipients are called. Thank you.
Thank you, Rector Hatton. Our faculty are positioned on the sides. This is a big day for the recipients of these awards, promotions, and they have worked very hard for this. Our faculty, as you're probably aware, is organized into ranks. These are instructor, lecturer, senior lecturer, assistant professor, associate professor, full professor, and distinguished professor. Every one of those ranks plays an important role in providing the top-notch university education that you've received. It is a time-honored tradition at this point in the academic calendar to recognize advancement in rank. Promotion is the product of a very careful review of each candidate's record of achievement in the classroom, in scholarship and research, and in campus and professional service. The awarding of tenure is a bond of continuing commitment of the university to the faculty member and the faculty member to the university, and a distinction signified by the medallion presented here today. Would President Tribble and Rector Hatton please come to center stage for the presentation?
Will all faculty awardees please come forward to receive their certificate of promotion and tenure medallions? For promotion to the rank of senior lecturer, Kathleen Callahan. Jason Carney. Christopher Loy. Brian McInnes. For promotion to the rank of Associate Professor, Matthew Latanzio. For the promotion to the rank of Associate Professor and awarding of tenure, James Bogenpol. Sarah Chase. Todd Gruber. George Custer. Brianna Lane. John Lopez. Ronald Quinlan. Ivan Rodden. Joseph Seary. David Stenner. Andrea Timmer. For promotion to the rank of full professor, Denise Gilman. Eric Silverman. Jonathan White. For promotion to the rank of Distinguished Professor, Nathan Bush. I will now ask Vice Provost Colvin to award Emerita and Emeritus status.
Emerita and Emeritus status is the recognition that the governing body, the Board of Visitors, confers at retirement upon those members of our faculty who have completed long and productive and distinguished professional careers in the service of Christopher Newport University. This is our university's way of extending their faculty status into the years beyond their time of active service. The action says that while a long and happy retirement is well-deserved and well-earned, we nonetheless cannot bring ourselves to entirely sever a connection which has been so precious over such a long period of time. We commemorate the conferring of Emerita and Emeritus status by presenting to each recipient a framed copy of the Board of Visitors resolution which effected that action. This is a permanent reminder of the affection and respect generated by a career of dedicated and distinguished service. Today, the university is pleased to award Emerita and Emeritus status to 9 faculty members who are retiring this year. Now, a couple could not be with us due to health reasons, but we're going to celebrate them anyway. Is that okay? That good? All right. I think they're probably watching by video. All right, faculty, as I call your name, please come forward and stand at center stage to receive your resolution. Would President Tribble and Rector Hatton please come to center stage for the presentation? Our first honoree this morning is Professor Amy Baird. Professor Baird has served Christopher Newport University for the past 17 years as a dedicated teacher and trusted colleague in the Department of Physics, Computer Science, and Engineering. During her time at Christopher Newport University, Professor Baird has touched the lives of over 4,000 students from all programs across campus and helped students individually and in teams with her course and capstone projects with her usual patience, kindness, and integrity. Professor Baird, in her role as lead instructor, has developed, redesigned, and continuously updated several core courses in information science. She has also served as core and major advisor, served on numerous committees and task forces, and supported recruitment, outreach, and service events for the department. Congratulations, Professor Baird. Our second honoree is Professor James Cornett. Professor Cornett has served as an integral and committed member of the instructional faculty in the Department of English for more than 40 years, serving as an adjunct for 10 years and as a full-time faculty member for the past 30 years. Professor Cornett has deeply established roots in CNU, history dating back to his admission at Christopher Newport College as the first student accepted among the institution's first decaders, the first student. Professor Cornett has served in the department in several roles during his tenure, including as the English department's basic skills coordinator, authoring and administering the English department reading test, serving as an active contributor to the composition committee, and teaching numerous courses for CNU's all-important Lifelong Learning Society. Let's give a round of applause to celebrate Professor Cornett. Our next honoree is Professor Mary Healy. Professor Healy has served as an integral and committed member of the Department of English for 18 years, first as an adjunct and then as a full-time faculty member for the past 17 years. She is a respected expert in the fields of composition and rhetoric and served as a core advisor for more than 10 years. Professor Healy has also served as the department chair and on several committees, including the English Department Scholarship Committee, Culture Committee, Composition Committee, and the English Department Liaison to the Center for Career Planning. Let's give a round of applause to celebrate Professor Healy. Our fourth honoree is Dr. Lori Hunter. Come on up, Lori. Dr. Hunter has served as a member of the Christopher Newport faculty in the Department of Psychology for 11 years. She's been a conscientious and committed instructor and inspiring mentor for faculty and students, and a highly valued and respected colleague as a member of our academic community. Dr. Hunter helped to develop the Center for Effective Teaching and served as its inaugural assistant director for 2 years. She has also served on the Faculty Senate, on numerous Faculty Senate subcommittees, and most notably the Faculty Senate Crisis Response Task Force during the pandemic. Dr. Hunter has mentored, and I mean mentored, hundreds of undergraduate students in her research lab, presenting research with them at meetings of the Association for Psychological Science, the Eastern Psychological Association, the Society for Research in Child Development, and the Southern Psychological Association. Congratulations, Dr. Hunter. Our next honoree this morning is Dr. Scott Pollard. Dr. Pollard joined Christopher Newport University in 1992. I did have the right century then. He served his discipline with tremendous distinction as a scholar, mentor, and faculty member of the Department of English for the past 30 years. Scott has published many articles in a wide variety of disciplines, including Latin American literature, comparative literature, disability studies, food studies, and especially children's literature, a field in which he has co-authored 2 books with his wife, Kara Keeling. Dr. Pollard has served Christopher Newport University in the Department of English with an impressive array of service, such as co-creating the Council of University Chairs, co-authoring a grant that secured the CNU's farmer market, serving as faculty advisor for that market for 9 years, providing leadership as chair of our faculty senate, and serving for 2 years as the department chair in English. Congratulations, Dr. Pollard. Our 6th honoree is Dr. Lauren Ruane. Dr. Ruane. Dr. Lauren Ruane served the Christopher Newport University and the Department of Organismal and Environmental Biology as a dedicated teacher, accomplished scholar, and trusted colleague for the past 14 years. She is known for designing exciting, engaging courses that present complex ideas in a clear and creative way. Her island biology and experimental design course, which included research experience on a private island in the Bahamas, not bad, huh? Okay, testifies to the exciting opportunities that she has offered to our students. She led a productive research program on plant ecology and evolution, which provided research opportunities for dozens of students. She has served the university and the department and our students as a core advisor, an intensive learning community faculty member, assessment liaison. She has served on the International Studies Advisory Committee and created a farm internship program. Congratulations, Dr. Ruane. Our next honoree is Dr. Lisa Spiller. Dr. Spiller retires as a distinguished professor of marketing in the Laude School of Business after 31 years. She must have started when she was 10, that's all I can figure. She served as a valuable and respected member of the marketing program, a role model to her students and to junior faculty, an inspiring teacher, a mentor, and advisor. Dr. Spiller has developed 14 courses in marketing, served as an advisor and coach to more than 20 award-winning student teams in regional and national competitions. She's written 3 books on marketing, along with numerous papers in peer-reviewed marketing journals. She's gained many, many awards, including the 2020 Outstanding Journal Article of the Year by the Journal of Marketing Education. Dr. Spiller has also provided outstanding university service by helping lead the Laude School of Business through its rigorous AACSB accreditation and reaffirmations. She has also served as director of the Laude School of Business Institute for 5 years, an advisor to the CNU Marketing Club for 19 years, and as a member of countless university committees and task forces. Congratulations, Dr. Lisa Spiller. Our 8th honoree is Dr. Danielle Velarde. Dr. Velarde joined the Department of Modern and Classical Languages and Literatures in 1992 and retires after 30 years of dedicated service. We keep hiring youngsters, I guess. A highly regarded classroom teacher, and that is the truth, known for her engaging courses in Spanish for all levels of learners, from beginners through Master of Arts and teaching students. Dr. Velarde served as department chair for 7 years in a period of significant growth, in which the programs in Arabic, Chinese, and Italian joined existing ones in Spanish, French, German, and classics. She also coordinated our Spanish program for many years, mentoring our new professors and planning extracurricular activities, assessment, and the promotion of the Spanish major and minor. Congratulations, Dr. Velarde.
The final honoree in this portion of the ceremony is our provost, Dave Dowdy. I know it breaks his heart that he can't be here with us today. And David, and I'm looking into the camera because I know you're watching, it breaks our hearts as well. Please allow me to read from the citation conferring the title of Professor Emeritus on our distinguished provost. Whereas David Dowdy, Professor of Physics, Computer Science, and Engineering, has served Christopher Newport University for 38 years as professor, chair, dean, special assistant to the president, and provost, making major contributions to this university. Whereas Dr. Dowdy has been an exceptionally talented, effective, and motivating teacher who, with deep understanding and unparalleled breadth, introduced students to the wonders of physics and the marvels of engineering. His assignments were daunting yet rewarding, his projects challenging yet enjoyable, and his demonstrations were simply legendary. Whether he was walking on water or facing the force of paintballs, he was always found ways to make difficult concepts of physics accessible to our students. Whereas Dr. Dowdy was a charter member of the university's collaboration with the Thomas Jefferson National Accelerator Facility and instrumental in the success of the Jefferson Lab's nuclear physics research program. He involved Christopher Newport students in substantive projects every step of the way, served as a principal investigator for well over $1 million in National Science Foundation funding, established the Memorandum of Understanding with Jefferson Lab that continues to this day to support 4 of our faculty members, and has authored or co-authored over 100 research papers in Tier 1 peer-reviewed journals. And whereas Dr. Dowdy has been essential in the development of the Applied Physics and Computer Science master's degree and the major in Computer Engineering, and for 4 years chaired the Department of Physics, Computer Science, and Engineering, and then became the first dean of the newly established College of Natural and Behavioral Sciences. And under his leadership, the college successfully added 4 new STEM majors. Whereas Dr. Dowdy has always been a strong advocate and enabler of student success, he developed our first learning communities, initiated early university-wide student success programs, revised the honors program, led the creation of service distinction, the summer scholars, and community captains programs, and implemented a semester-long study abroad program at the University of Glasgow. Whereas Dr. Dowdy has been an equally strong advocate and enabler of faculty success for 9 years as provost, always pursuing the goal of enhancing the faculty experience and success. Whereas Dr. Dowdy has impacted this university like few others, helping ensure its continued success, increase its reputation, and strengthen its academic standing. Whereas in the light of remarkable teaching, scholarship, service, and leadership to the Commonwealth of Virginia and to Christopher Newport University, the faculty of the Department of Physics, Computer Science, and Engineering, the Dean of the College of Natural and Behavioral Sciences, and the Faculty Senate have all recommended that this relationship to the university be continued beyond the date of his retirement. Therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Visitors of Christopher Newport University hereby confer the title of Professor Emeritus upon David Charles Dowdy, Jr. Congratulations, David. At this time, I ask all of our Emerita and Emeritus faculty to stand so we can honor them one final time with thunderous applause. Dr. Coleman? Dr. Coleman?
Thank you, President Tribble. At Christopher Newport University, we celebrate and have always celebrated the relationships which develop between our students and our faculty. Classroom learning is important, to be sure, but there is much more to learning than simply what is taught in the classroom, and much more to be learned from our tremendous faculty members. To lift up that distinctive and cherished relationship between teacher scholars and our treasured students, our Alumni Society created the Alumni Society for Excellence in Teaching and Mentoring. This is to honor faculty who are exceptionally committed to teaching and to learning excellence, and to mentoring our students into university citizenship. Today, we are pleased to have Chris Inzerillo tell us about the selection process and to call forward our honoree. But before that, let me tell you a little bit about Chris, who was a student of mine some years ago in several classes. But I'll stick to the script, Chris. Chris Inzerillo is of course, Christopher Newport alum from the class of 2009. He's a graduate of the President's Leadership Program. He paired his leadership minor with a degree in communication studies. After leaving Christopher Newport, he furthered his education in leadership studies by completing graduate programs at Duquesne and Stanford's Graduate School of Business. Chris has served on the Alumni Society Board of Directors for the last decade and is currently serving his second elected term as president of that board. Chris resides in Central Connecticut with his family, where he leads digital product strategy for Pratt & Whitney and teaches leadership in the University of Connecticut's MBA program. How about a warm welcome back for Chris Inzerillo?
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Colvin, for sticking to the script and not telling the truth. On behalf of the Christopher Newport Alumni Society, I offer congratulations to all of our students here who are being recognized as graduating with Latin honors tomorrow. On this memorable weekend, we embrace you and welcome you as our newest Christopher Newport alumni. This morning, I have the honor of presenting the Alumni Society's Award for Outstanding Teaching and Mentoring to a deserving faculty member. This award was founded as a statement of gratitude from all alumni to our remarkable faculty who have shaped the lives of thousands of captains. Your dedication to academic success has been a hallmark of Christopher Newport since its founding over 60 years ago. First awarded in 2007 and carrying an honorarium of $2,500, this award recognizes a faculty member exceptionally committed to upholding CNU's tradition of outstanding teaching and mentoring students. Per tradition, each of our 3 colleges and our professional school offered up an incredible finalist for this award. And I can assure you that each finalist is very deserving of this award, which made the selection process for our team extremely difficult. Allow me to recognize our 4 nominees. From the College of Natural and Behavioral Sciences, Dr. Kelly Cartwright. From the Laude School of Business, Dr. Matt Hetchy. From the College of Arts and Humanities, Dr. Margarita Marinova. And from the College of Social Sciences, Dr. Kathleen Kat Callahan. And now to our winner. Joining the faculty of Christopher Newport in 2004, she has taught 18 different courses, including courses in both psychology and neuroscience programs, as well as graduate courses that support the MAT program. Thus, she works with students across all levels, from first semester freshmen to graduate students. In every case, students applaud her abilities to develop interesting and engaging courses to connect with them. In so many positive ways, she nurtures students in research, building them as they go from being very wary from unfamiliar to extremely comfortable and independent. To quote a graduating senior, "Without her, I would not know or understand myself, my potential, and my aspirations as well as I currently do, nor would I have the tools to make my dreams a reality." Named by Alumni as a pillar of CNU last year, one alum states, "While at CNU, she encouraged positivity, creativity, and hard work in the classroom, and she continues to do so as I progress through my career. She is a wonderful mentor, educator, and friend." On 3 occasions, she has been a finalist for the State Council of Higher Education in Virginia's Outstanding Faculty Award, the state's highest recognition of faculty. It is clear that this year's winner embodies what it means to live a life of significance. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and the honor of the Alumni Society to present the 2022 Alumni Faculty Award for Outstanding Teaching and Mentoring to Dr. Kelly Cartwright.
So now it's my great pleasure to present the Click Award. The Gregory Click Academic Achievement Award, named in honor of an alumnus whose name adorns the Alumni House. The Click Award is the highest recognition of academic achievement at Christopher Newport University. The Click Academic Achievement Award is presented to graduating students who begin and conclude their undergraduate careers at Christopher Newport, earn the highest grade point average, and earn at least 120 credits from this university. This year, there are 2 Click Award winners who have earned more than 120 hours at Christopher Newport and achieved a perfect 4.0. I ask our distinguished alumnus and benefactor, Greg Click, to please come forward. Will Sophia Catherine Elia and Sarah Benton please join us on stage? Congratulations. Come stand right on the other side. Great play. Sophia Elia will receive a Bachelor in Science in Cellular, Molecular, and Physiological Biology and Biochemistry. She's a member of the Honors Program, the Pre-Med Scholars Program, Alpha Chi, and has earned service distinction. She has completed a total of 167 academic hours, and 122 of those hours at Christopher Newport. She complemented her academic achievements with significant investment in the life of our campus and our community. Sophia was a member of the Pre-Dental Club, the American Red Cross, Colleges Against Cancer, and Relay for Life. Locally, she volunteered with Riverside Health System in their oncology and orthopedic units, as well as with Innovative Minds program of the Boys and Girls Club. She also found time and opportunity to study in Dublin, Edinburgh, and London. In short order, Sophia will begin her medical career at the University of West Virginia Dental School. A round of applause. Now, stay right here, stay right here. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Sarah Benton will receive a Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Science with minors in Leadership Studies and Mathematics. She's a member of the Honors Program, the President's Leadership Program, and Alpha Chi. Sarah has earned a total of 163 hours of academic credit, and 121 of those hours at Christopher Newport. Sarah's talents extend well beyond her academic prowess. In addition to graduating summa cum laude, Sarah crosses the stage tomorrow with service distinction honors, primarily earned through her work with ProMedica Hospice. She's also an active member of the Running Club and president of the Lock and Key Club. Sarah secured an IT internship with Kinsale Insurance during her career here at CNU. Her talent and her hard work earned her a full-time position with the company, which she will begin in June. Sophia, Sarah, we applaud your academic excellence. And now, Greg Click will present each of you with the Click Academic Achievement Award and a check for $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 Gregory Click Academic Achievement Award winners. Today, we also honor extraordinary leadership and service. First, I want to say a thank you to each and every one of you and your entire class of 2022 for enriching the life of our campus with your minds and your hearts, your energy and enthusiasm, your intellect, and your good works. Your class has contributed nearly 75,000 hours of service to our community, Commonwealth, and world. You've won numerous individual and team championships, including our first national championship at Christopher Newport. You've regaled audiences with your music and theater performances, and you've engaged with faculty on important research projects, scholarly work, and foreign study. The collective contributions of your class are immense, and they were accomplished in the most trying of times. We are all deeply grateful. Round of applause. Well done. The Rosemary Tribble Prize is named for a very special woman whose many contributions to the life of this university are evident everywhere. Rosemary's exquisite taste is reflected in the design and beauty of every building, every pillow, every rotunda, every chandelier, every sconce, every paint chip, every carpet, every piece of marble. But it's our heart and compassion that mean even more. She loves and engages our students, the hundreds of students that she's prayed with and prayed for, the many young women whose lives have been torn asunder by sexual violence that she counsels and encourages, her amazing work to bring hope and healing to victims of sexual abuse through her nonprofit, Fear to Freedom, and of course, her tradition of hugging our graduates. Now, over the past 26 years, Rosemary has been my partner and inspiration as I've led Christopher Newport. And through those years, she's congratulated every graduate with a hug. Imagine 25,000 plus hugs. Now, as most of you know, she's recovering from an illness, making good progress, but she still doesn't have the strength and stamina to give 1,100 hugs this year. But she wants you to know how much she loves you and how much she cares about each of you, and offers her heartfelt congratulations and best wishes. Our friends at Follett are providing copies of Rosemary's book, Fear to Freedom, to every graduate. This book has impacted thousands of lives across this country. You're invited to take a copy, if you like, to read, to share with family and friends when you go to the library rotunda tomorrow to get that diploma. The Rosemary Tribble Prize was established by my family to honor our mother, wife, First Lady, and to applaud some of the graduates who have made immense contributions to the life and spirit and success of Christopher Newport. There are so many outstanding members of this class that could have been chosen to receive this honor. I thank Vice President and Dean of Students Kevin Hughes for his assistance in this selection process of 3 truly outstanding members of a truly outstanding class of 2022. Rosemary, will you and Kevin please come forward? And I ask Lexi Brooks, Kit Hodgers, and Brooke Nixon to please join us on stage. Alexandria Lexi Brooks is graduating magna cum laude with a double major in mathematical economics and political science, as well as a double minor in mathematics and human rights and conflict resolution. A varsity athlete on the sailing team, Lexi also served as the Student Alumni Society president and co-chair with Alex Tran of the Senior Gift Campaign. Her other leadership roles include her time as an RA and senior resident assistant and a member of RHA and Alpha Sigma Alpha. Lexi devoted a significant amount of her undergraduate experience to working with Fear to Freedom and with internships at the Bureau of Labor Statistics and the National Spine and Pain Center. Lexi's honors include Alpha Chi, Order of Omega Greek Honor Society, the Athletic Academic Achievement Award, and she graduates with service distinction. Happily, Lexi will remain at Christopher Newport for the next academic year as a member of the inaugural group of residential fellows. Lexi Brooks. Catherine Kidd Hodges will graduate cum laude with a major in business management and minors in leadership studies and Spanish. A member of the President's Leadership Program, Kitt's influence on campus touches all areas. Student Honor Council, the Luder Student Advisory Board, Catholic Campus Ministry, Friends and Fellowship. Kitt served as president of the Residence Hall Association and the director of ritual education for Alpha Delta Pi sorority. Kitt also invested deeply in our local community. She routinely contributed to programs and activities and support efforts for those wounded by sexual assault. She interned at Ferguson Enterprises and Target Corporation. She's been widely recognized for her impactful leadership. She's been recognized as RHA's Outstanding Executive Board Member of the Year, recipient of the Spirit of CNU Award, and named CNU's Exceptional Student Leader of the Year, and Alpha Delta Pi's National Emerging Leader of the Year. Kit has accepted an opportunity with the Target Corporation as an executive team leader for service and engagement. Catherine Kit Hodges. Brooke Nixon, a double major in information science and psychology with a minor in leadership studies. Brooke will graduate magna cum laude, a member of both the President's Leadership and Honors programs. Her contributions to campus and the community are wide-ranging. She has served as the President of the Student Honor Council, lab manager for the Wasson Center for Civic Engagement, a writing associate in the Center for Academic Success, and a member of the Newport Pearls a cappella group. Brooke has provided 450 hours of service to serve the City Peninsula, the International Rescue Committee, the Girl Scouts of the USA, and Fear to Freedom. She was a CNU Summer Scholar and had internships at the Naval Information Warfare Center and the State Employees Credit Union. Brooke is a member of Alpha Chi, Omicron Delta Kappa, and Psi Chi, has earned podium honors at the Student Global Leadership Conference in London, England, and the International Leadership Association competition in Geneva, Switzerland. Brooke will be pursuing a master's degree in experimental psychology at Wake Forest University. Rosemary and Kevin, will you please present to Lexi, Kid, and Brooke the Rosemary Tribble Prize for Leadership and Service and checks in the amount of $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, give these three remarkable women a round of applause. Dr. Crowley.
It is a delight to enter into this next phase of this all-important ceremony, all of its aspects today. When this, and I'm going to say this for the benefit, I'm going off script, which I always do. When this group of students came in, we had about 8,000 applications for about 1,200 seats. 8,000 applications for 1,200 seats. About 1,200 students populated this class. Of those, this is the best of the best. These are the ones who academically have soared, and we need to acknowledge them for that. Families, you can be very proud. Latin honors, cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude have a long and rich academic history. Literally, their meanings are with honor, with great honor, and summa cum laude, highest honor. But they differ from honors in any given discipline for a single achievement in that they represent outstanding academic achievement with two very important distinctives. First, the achievement is outstanding across all of the disciplines they encountered. And second, the outstanding nature of the achievement has been sustained over time, notably 4 years. Thus, the academic histories of the graduating seniors we will now call forward have both of these qualities. In recognition of their achievements, we will now invest the cum laude graduates with bronze university medallions reflecting their achievement. After that, magna cum laude graduates will be invested with silver medallions reflecting theirs. And finally, the summa cum laude graduates will be invested with gold medallions in recognition of their near-perfect records of academic quality. The medallions will be worn at commencement exercises tomorrow and at any formal academic ceremony in which the graduate may hereafter participate. A select group of students will also receive a second medallion today, the Honors Program Medallion. These students have successfully completed a rigorous program of enriched and rigorous classes and individual research. The honors students being recognized today have completed both introductory and those advanced honors coursework while maintaining a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Their transcripts will carry official verification of this notable achievement. So now, I ask Dr. David Solomon to come forward for the reading of the names. Dr. J. Paul, our Senior Professor and Director of the Honors Program, and President Tribble to come forward to the front of the stage so that they might congratulate each individual after he or she has received the appropriate medallion. Dr. Solomon.
To graduate cum laude, a student must have earned a grade point average of at least 3.5. Would the cum laude graduates of the class of 2022 please come forward when directed by your row marshal? Catherine Ann Hodges. Joshua T. Kolba. Cameron Leanne Lockey. Nicholas Francis Prokos. Jonathan Glenn Kaufman. Sean C. Meehan. Noah Lee Gillespie. William Paul McCain. Robert Curtis Kirby. Lucas James Hayes. James Ziegler. Megan Walters. William Aaron Collins. Ethan Michael Larson, Honors Program. Logan Crowley. Elijah R. Fox, Honors Program. Adam Robert Wasala. Matthew James Tully. Joseph Antonio Hunter. Sophia Millie Likentrit. Lauren Elizabeth Hine. Alexandra Dilly. Laura M. Mitchell. Miles Andrew Clark. Max Asker Samuel Denard. Emily Patricia Key. Hannah Elizabeth Falk. Emily Ray Judson. Lauren Nicole Sanger. Amelia Francesca Larac. Hui Ying Maris Sum. Jamia Azare Price. Maura Francis Maservi. Molly Christine Morgan, Honors Program. Jacob Brooks. Amelia Hajic. Elizabeth Ann Crossan, Honors Program. Emily Brooke LeCount. Taylor Caitlin Chesky. David Waylon McClarty, Honors Program. Kayla Alexandra Childers. Anna Clara Borgia. Reagan Caroline Delp. Rachel Ann Stevens. Natalie Ann Frampton. Mallory Ann Tompkins. Sarah Noel Kuchegian. Evelyn Doreen Joyce Vioral. Julia Allen. Robert Carter Birch. Taylor Hayes. Sarah Hart Porch. Ella Ruth Stoltz. Cody Robert Sessions. Zachary McDowell Petruso. Lillian Grace Damalik. Kimberly Elizabeth Nardi. Kristen Nicole Halter. John Hayden Cameron, Honors Program. Christopher Joseph Rademacher, Honors Program. Victoria Marie Sampson. Alondra Housick. Marissa Danielle Saw. Charles Graham Baird. Allison Whitmore Bowling. Jack Henry Snowden. Abigail Grace Boggin. Rachel Lynn Pitts. Callie Shea Tim. Rachel Catherine Daly. Stephanie Elaine Jones. Lekka Buchai, Honors Program. Taylor W. Parks, Honors Program. Isabella Dees. Elijah Campbell Dorman. Peyton Connor Townsend. Olivia Catherine Baum. Catherine Lee Bland. Emily Nicole Learn. Patrick Benjamin Wright. Abigail Orpha Wax, Honors Program. Ashley N. Mock, Honors Program. Lyric Hilton Flam. Aubrey Montana Yoakum. Daria L. Kalmbach. Madeline James Malnight. Jamie Richard Olton. Christine Frances Bowser. Madeline Kate Blunt. Ariana Sky Koff. Haley Drummond Brooks. Rachel Erin Manny. Nyla O. Lewis. Sheena Javina Jagar, Honors Program. Sydney Jean Moore. Erin E. Bailey. Alex Wayne Davis. Kaylee Patricia Ritchie. Sophie Annalise Morley. Rachel Olivia Pavel. Andrew Nguyen. James Larson. Carson McKenna Cooper. Samuel Valenia Brady, Honors Program. Caitlin Deanne Stein. Magdalena Ralston. Michaela Joy Opstrup. Mia Blockus Tortajada, which I'm sure I pronounced wrong. Did I get it right? Sorry, Mia. Calissa Ray Breyer. Kana Wilson. Lauren Rose Goldsmith. Madeline Sager, Honors Program. Nicholas Kennedy Stern, Honors Program. Daniel Jacob Verona. Ian H. Fine. Ryan Charles Arano. Thomas Wells. Sarah Proctor. Anna Catherine Quinto. Allison Marie Fitzwater. Rebecca Grace Fry. Emily Rose McCaffrey. Zoe Olivia Nonamaker. Emily Renee McGinnis, Honors Program. Jessica Scott. Emily Joy Capriati. Lindsay Rose Brubaker. Caroline Peyton Blair. Sarah Elizabeth Jones. Lucy Addison Davis. Brooke Ashton Wallace. Brandon Michael Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in saluting the cum laude graduates of the class of 2022. To graduate magna cum laude, a student must have earned a grade point average of at least 3.7. Would the magna cum laude graduates of the class of 2022 please come forward when directed by your row marshal. Angelica M. Esmena. West Richardson Brownlee. Elizabeth Mai Shin Fabiano, Honors Program. Sarah Caitlin Woodring, Honors Program. Peyton Lee Blanding. Sandra M. Fan. Julia Savannah Ng. Tanner R. Dale. Kendall Brooks Dawson. Jordan Christine Usselman. Samson Lee Reed. Olivia Strittmatter. Kimberly Nicole Beasley, Honors Program. Danielle Freeman, Honors Program. Natalie Alexandra Avila. Tyler Honeycutt, Honors Program. Kaylee Harshbarger. Catherine Blake Iwanski. Anna Harrison. Anna Hall. Zenith Bun Nguyen. Alyssa Lee Gregory. Emma Lauren Canella. Catherine Claire Vandervenet, Honors Program. Hannah Elizabeth Dustin. Krista Reed. Kayla Lee Stanley. Kaylin Jessica Dean. Alexandria Vivian Brooks. Brooke Allison Nixon, Honors Program. Kaylee Denise Harris. Jill Adams. Sydney Suzanne King, Honors Program. Michael Paul Kilcoyne. Caitlin Noel Davis. Kendall Marie Barber. Yedinek? Yes. Justin Sinclair Yedinek. Shannon Berner, Honors Program. Margaret L. Cameron, Honors Program. Nicole Margaret Seco, Honors Program. Brian Michael Rademacher, Honors Program. Leah Rima Glicker, Honors Program. Leah Hope Longo, Honors Program. Abigail Caroline Rogers. Zachary Loyo. Jacob C. Venti, Honors Program. Lindsay Narney, Honors Program. Allison Elizabeth Burgess. Ryan Lee Macy, Honors Program. Noah Christopher Mertis. Lauren Nicole Kratzer, Honors Program. Tony Sibuisi Booth. Gabrielle Naveen Kaiser. Madison Elizabeth Jones. Noah Neville Wood. Hannah Renee Feakin, Honors Program. Mildred R. Bacalao. Monica May Smallwood. Abigail Elizabeth Puckett. Tatiana Sean A. Yates. Cynthia Huynh. Haley Groover, Honors Program. Elizabeth Forget, Honors Program. Colin Hunter Jones, Honors Program. Kyle Wernz, Honors Program. Christine M. Rubes, Honors Program. Santiago Vallejo Orozco. Devin Thomas Jackson. Tucker Lee Keener. Kayla Alexandria Pauley. Sarah Vaughn Dowell. Mary Cheyenne Hensley. Thomas Patrick Ryers. Allison Melissa Shore. Sarah Grace Curran, Honors Program. Rachel Catherine Ricard. Emma Louise Colby. Fiona Marie Tucker, Honors Program. Nicole Marie Dwenke. Casey Anna Watkins. Gabriel Joseph Gravini. Nicholas David Volas. Bryson McDaniel. Joshua McMillan, Honors Program. Clifton Charles Painter, Honors Program. Mitchell James McKeon. Leah Rochelle Steele. Peyton Renee Feel. Carol Christina Metten. Blake Bowserman. Taylor Noel Schilling. Kelsey Smith, Honors Program. Noah James Haney. Emily Stewart Ranson. Kagan Roger Byung Axum. Lydia Shane Showalter. Zachary Whitener. Ella Claire Metzger. Jacob Rogers, Honors Program. Alicia J. Waite. Megan Brewer, Honors Program. Courtney Elizabeth Conway. Emily Stanisha, Honors Program. Kayla Elizabeth Flanagan. Isabella Clarice Demomi Notvet. Jack Lynham, Honors Program. Samuel Shear. Tyler Patrick Zimmerman. Nicholas A. Varkatapane. Miranda Elizabeth Swinson. Michaela Martinez Dedinger. Ariana Marie Asefi. Madison Erb, Honors Program. Madison Lindsay Dozier. Jessica Louise Foster. Christina Spencer Bornagle, Honors Program. Kendall Archer Clark. Kira Hemrick. Madison H. Triber. Eleanor Mackenzie Martin. Emma Dempsey Friedman. Taylor N. Vigil. Erica Lee Miller. Madeline Grace Kleinschuster. Alexa Hope O'Donnell Jones, Honors Program. Anna Elizabeth Thomas. Hannah Elizabeth Mayer. Elizabeth McKelvey Six. Please join me in congratulating once again the magna cum laude graduates of the class of 2022. To graduate summa cum laude, it's a lot of work. A student must have earned a grade point average of at least 3.9. And now with the summa cum laude graduates of the class of 2022, please come forward when directed by your row marshal. Ariel Bell Parks, Honors Program. Nicholas Parks, Honors Program. Amanda Lynn Yermel, Honors Program. Molly J. Nolan. Daniel Taylor Ross. Emery Harlan. Adam Creason. Remy Marie Thompson. Elijah S. Basu. Cameron Ania Tinsley. Virginia Carol Anderson. Chloe Elizabeth Baker, Honors Program. Angelina Brianna Johnston. Anna Mariah Lowry. Jack C. Little, Honors Program. Colleen Ashley Pekin. Gwendolyn Faith Gattermeyer. Madeline Gray Painter, Honors Program. Andrew Joseph Cagle, Honors Program. Daniel Ryan Eads. Susanna Elizabeth Garber, Honors Program. Sophia Kathleen Tadeo. Caroline Hannah Kuhn, Honors Program. Emily McGuire Karn, Honors Program. Gabrielle M. Bedard. Julianne Elizabeth Meader. Jessica Elizabeth Haravay. Abigail Lynn Muller. Shreya Ganta, Honors Program. Savannah Mary Cook, Honors Program. Molly Ann Goldberg, Honors Program. Marguerite Haas, Honors Program. Alexander Michael Niukus, Honors Program. Grant Lewis Wiley, Honors Program. Grant Allen DiCastilla. Hannah Nicole Brown. Davis Adams Gee, Honors Program. Brooke Catherine Bear. Hannah Elizabeth Shelton. Trenton Robert Wetzel, Honors Program. Victoria Lynn Rhines. Addison Manuel Abrams. Sophia Jane Christian, Honors Program. Kinsey Josephine Kidder. Bethany Ann Mizell. Sophia Catherine Aaliyah, Honors Program. Rachel Caroline Locke, Honors Program. Nihal Ganini, Honors Program. Lynn Karam, Honors Program. Joshua Matthew Zittel, Honors Program. Kenneth Bruce Shepard, Honors Program. Dominic Carl Tiselli. Sarah Scott Benton, Honors Program. Kayla Jean Buchanan, Honors Program. Abigail Susan Contreras. Annie Silva, Honors Program. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in saluting the summa cum laude graduates of the class of 2022.
Wasn't that wonderful? What a moment. You're about to be, in one additional way, a part of history. And before we conclude, we have one final and one very important task today. And I would invite our rector, Bobby Hatton, back to center stage for a very special presentation. Rector Hatton.
Today is a great honor for me and a high personal privilege. Paul Tribble and I have been friends for 55 years. I was 17 when we met at Hampton-Sydney College, and then we went to law school together, and we've been friends ever since, and I've admired him for that entire period of time. And so today, it's my privilege to announce to you that the Board of Visitors has unanimously and enthusiastically voted to award Paul Tribble the honorary Doctor of Laws degree. And please allow me to read the citation. And President Tribble, if you would please stand beside me.
Gladly. Thank you.
In recognition of his extraordinary vision, leadership, and success, transforming Christopher Newport University into one of the nation's top public liberal arts institutions, focused on the formation of good citizens and leaders who will make the world a better place. His exemplifying and calling others to a life of significance, living and leading with both heart and mind. His remarkable 50 years of service to community, Commonwealth, and country as Commonwealth's Attorney, United States Congressman and Senator, and President of Christopher Newport and his inspiring generations of students, Virginians and Americans, to be their better selves, to live, serve, love, and change the world one person at a time. Christopher Newport University does hereby convey upon Paul S. Tribble, Jr., the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations thereunto appertaining. In witness whereof the seal of the university and the signatures of the designated officers of the university and the Board of Visitors are hereunto affixed. Given at Newport News, Virginia, this 13th day of May, 2022. Congratulations to our president. At this time, I ask another very important person, Rosemary Tribble, to join me at center stage. Come on. I've only known Rosemary for 50 years. The Board of Visitors has unanimously and enthusiastically voted to award Rosemary Tribble an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree, and please allow me to read that citation. Be it known that the Board of Visitors at Christopher Newport University, in recognition of her joyful, loving, gracious, and exuberant leadership for 26 years as the First Lady of Christopher Newport University, the beauty and elegance she has brought to the university as President Tribble's partner in envisioning, designing, and creating the extraordinary campus now in place. Her powerful, compassionate, and courageous creation of the Fear to Freedom Foundation that has transformed the lives of thousands of victims of sexual violence, and for beautifully exemplifying what it means to live a life of significance, gracing our campus, community, Commonwealth, and the nation. Christopher Newport does hereby confer upon Rosemary Dunaway Tribble the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations thereunto appertaining. In witness whereof the seal of the university and the signatures of designated officers of the university and its Board of Visitors are hereunto affixed. Given at Newport News, Virginia, this 13th day of May, 2022. Congratulations, Rosemary Tribble. Thank you. I now ask that all of the honorees this morning, please stand. And let's all join in giving our honored students and faculty one last unforgettable salute. Now will everyone stay out of your seats and remain standing while Dr. John McGuire sings the alma mater and for the recessional from the stage party. Thank you all.
And I invite all of you to join with me if you'd like. Your words are in the back. No. Knowledge, truth, eternal wisdom, alma mater we adore. Your sons and daughters walk the pathway trod by those who came before. With passion, loyalty, and courage, we wave the silver and the blue. Our alma mater shining brightly. Hail, all hail to CNU.